What's up, internet? It's your boy, Todd Snow. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at housing market gridlock, the upstate New York Hudson Valley edition. Because if you're buying and selling a home in Ulster, Dutchess, or Orange County, you probably feel like the market's moving slower than traffic on the mid-Hudson during rush hour. And well, first off, you're not imagining things. You're 100% correct. The market is slow. And there's a few key issues that are causing this housing market crisis that we're currently facing here in the Hudson Valley. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about what they are, and I'm going to highlight a few things that you guys that are buying and selling can do to avoid getting stuck. But first of all, we need to understand how we got here. So let's take a look at why the local market in Hudson Valley, New York in 2026 has basically slowed to a crawl. And just in case you didn't know, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of New York. Me and my team have been helping people in the Hudson Valley for many, many years. So if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in the area, or if you'd like to join the team for that matter, go ahead and hit me up at toddsnow@kw.com. Links down in the description below. Let's get into the video. One of the biggest issue and arguably most impactful issues these three counties are facing is just the fact that there's low inventory. There just aren't enough homes right now up for grabs. Because in all three counties, we got less than half the listings we saw pre-pandemic. That has a lot of people asking why. And I tell you, right now, construction costs and taxes are at an historical high. That means builders have little to no incentive to break ground or launch new projects, which is why we're not seeing a lot of homes being built in the Hudson Valley. And to be honest with you, who can blame them? Also, sellers that don't have an immediate need to move are hesitant to pull the trigger on putting a for sale sign in the front yard. Because a lot of these guys are holding on to their 3% interest rates like it's a part of their retirement plan. And who can blame them? Plus, as the market corrects itself from its nearly 40% equity increase that we saw during COVID, sellers have to do more to get to the closing table. That means more showings, that means more price reductions, that means more giving away concessions at the closing table, and then by the time you do get there, you're going to have a smaller check. So good luck pitching that to a seller that's on the fence. Another major issue the housing market in upstate New York is facing is the 5 to 6% mortgage rate. Now, a lot of economic experts will tell you that a high 4 or a low 5 is ideal for the market. But try telling that to a buyer who feels like they missed out on the 3% rate. And I can tell you, none of them are going to be excited about a 5 or a 6. And really, who can blame them? Because at a 5% rate, you're going to be paying almost double the price of your home over a 30-year amortized loan in interest. That's right. Run your numbers through a mortgage calculator and then look at total interest paid. Because unless you're willing to go full hardcore Spartan lifestyle and live on less than a third of your budget, you're going to be stuck paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to the banks if we maintain that 5 to 6% rate. Now, on the horizon, we will be getting a new head of the Federal Reserve Bank this spring. And no matter which side of the aisle you're on politically, you have to be inspired by the fact that the Trump administration has said that this issue is on his radar. Now, do I think we're ever going to see a 3% rate again? I mean, to be completely honest, I doubt it. But I do think that a hefty dose of oversight and some really good policy in the Federal Reserve is going to produce market stabilization, which in the long run will help with the affordability issue. But in the meantime, it's going to be tough. All right, so if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you sticking around, and let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. What you can do to avoid this housing market gridlock. Because prices are high, inventory low, and activity is moving slower than grandma's turn during monopoly. And that's what's going to create that stuck in the mud feeling in the Hudson Valley market. But if you're my buyers, this means that you're going to have less competition as more people are unwilling to enter the market, or maybe they just can't afford it right now. But if you compound that with the lower inventory, it's going to mean finding your right home is going to be that much harder. So this means for all my buyers to make sure you come prepared with that pre-approval letter, that down payment, and some lowered expectations, all ready to go at a moment's notice. Because I can promise you, any home that you look at in the Hudson Valley is already going to have multiple offers, and it's going to need some renovation work. To all my sellers out there, if you're thinking about selling, I hope you got some equity build up. Because you're going to need solid pricing, you're going to need solid positioning, and you're going to need some of the world's greatest marketing strategies in order to get that thing moved. And to be honest with you, this is where you're going to see the difference between a good agent and a great one. Because the days of putting a property up on Zillow and just sitting back and letting the offers roll in, those days are over. Because today's real estate agents are learning that they actually have to earn that 6% commission check. So to all my customers out there, the next time one of these agents calls you up soliciting your business, I suggest that you hear them out. Or you could just sit back, keep the agent you got because they're your sister-in-law, and just hope that it gets sold. So there you have it, guys. A couple of the key issues that are driving the housing market gridlock here in Hudson Valley, New York. A couple things I want you to think about or take away from the video today is that in today's market, timing, strategy are everything. And if you're thinking about selling or buying in Ulster County, Dutchess, or Orange, let's chat. I'll help you navigate the gridlock. No problem. Just hit me up. And of course, if you found this video helpful, or if you found it helped you understand the situation a little bit more, I would always appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe. Or you can always just leave us an emoji in the comments, just for the sake of engagement. Until we see, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care.